feel like I want to be able to say something intelligent about Gestalt, and to say, important things or maybe things like that. But I'm also aware of the fact that, I won't. And there'll be things that I miss out or wish I could see. So I'm just sitting a bit with that, and that actually also being totally fine. There's no one way of saying any of these things on a different day, at a different time, talking to a different person in a different room. I would say it differently. So, yeah, so I'm aware of it, sort of aware of the high and low states. Yeah.
I'm aware of my pressure of asking intelligent questions. That will lead to intelligent answers.
Maybe we should let ourselves off that.
Yeah.
Have a conversation about Gestalt.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Well, in this moment, if I was someone who know absolutely nothing about Gestalt, how would you describe Gestalt to me?
Well, the first thing I probably want to say is something to do with the goal of Gestalt, and the Gestalt's initial sort of founders and what they were trying to achieve. The way that I've been thinking about it recently, and probably going back to their language, that's going back to Fritz Perls, his wife Laura Perls, John Goodman. The Gestalt therapy was returning people a sense of vitality. So it's not a mental health modality that sort of treats illness. It's more about understanding that people have within them what they need, and that what we might do is sort of support them into understanding themselves more in the context of their world, finding more curiosity, more self-compassion, more compassion for others, more interest in the world they find themselves living in, more choicefulness, more access to information about how they are, what's important to them, what their values are. And in this way, something vital is restored, something, really healthy and really creative, something about creativity being restored to people and their moment-to-moment choicefulness in their life. And that feels really important because we live in a world that's so saturated with mental health, mental illness, conversations, and just about everyone carries a mental health diagnosis, a pathology, a self-pathologizing. And there's something about this work which, when we get away from that, we sort of understand how we are in the world, the so-called symptoms even, as an adaptation to the worlds that we grew up in or the world we find ourselves in now. Not evidence of something being wrong, but some maybe some creativity that's got to be jammed up. Something's got to be stuck or out of whack, but it does make sense. There's intelligence in these things, and so rather than moving from disease to no disease, or from depression to no depression, or it's like what would it be like to start start from a different starting point. Yeah, so return to vitality, I think, something about that idea of having more access, more curiosity, more compassion. That's what it feels like. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. But that feels really important to say, I think. Yeah, because this moment, I think, it redirects people to the world they live in, it redirects people to relationships, it redirects people to meaningful activity. So, yeah, anyway, there's an answer.